let's connect then with Swaminathan Aiyar, consulting editor ET Now, who is joining in on the show to give us his perspective on the same. And clearly the battle for the states, it was quite interesting with respect to Jharkhand in the poll finale with a neck-and-neck fight. Just give us a sense as to how you're looking at the latest developments and the data points that have come out of Jharkhand and Maharashtra.
Okay, first, fair warning to everybody. Exit polls are constantly wrong. Once in a blue moon, they're right. I mean, nothing is ever always wrong. But, the record of exit polls is so poor that I would say exit polls are not something that inform, they entertain. It's an occasion for gupshup and, maybe it's going this way, maybe that's going that way. But we saw in Haryana, the exit polls were predicting a big victory for Congress, and it was just the other way around. The BJP had a stunning victory. So let's see out here. I mean, we have the different exit polls having different predictions. The bulk of them in Maharashtra seem to think that the BJP Shinde coalition will get through, and that the Uddhav Thackeray and Congress coalition will lose. But there are some others who think the Congress may in fact win. In the case of Jharkhand, it looks much, much more neck and neck. The bulk of but I would say that the margin is such that let us not jump to conclusions. The exit polls have not made us any wiser. That's all I will say. Either side could win. It would appear that right now maybe the BJP and coalition has a slightly better chance in Maharashtra. But I would not bet on it. I would say just hold your money back until we actually get the results. The margins are too close and the exit polls too unreliable to jump to any conclusions.
Fair point. But Swami, let's do the gupshup on this, and let's figure out what the industry as well as markets are going to react to, whatever may be the outcome on Saturday. You think a return of the BJP-led alliance at least would hint at policy continuity, and there's not going to be any stalling of development and the ongoing projects right now in the state?
I do not think that the change of government means that all kinds of projects get stalled. I mean, there will be some sweetheart projects which will get stalled, which always happens when there's a transfer of power. But otherwise, I mean, it's quite normal in democracy to have a change of governments, and it does not mean that there are major adverse consequences. It didn't happen in the past. It didn't happen in the past when Congress was in power and moved over to the BJP or Shiv Sena came over. It did not mean that there was any kind of collapse. There is enough continuity in the system for things to continue. So that I do not think is a key issue. But let us see. I mean, to me, the BJP's disadvantages is that both its two partners, these are not grassroots parties. They are defectors' parties. Defectors' parties do not go down well with voters, or do not go down nearly as well with voters as the grassroots parties. So I would say that, the two parent parties, National Congress Party and Shiv Sena, the Uddhav Thackeray ones, they are the grassroots ones. So I personally think that the Congress with the Thackeray coalition has an edge. But let us wait and see. We will soon know.
Right. And Swami, given that you were saying that exit polls are nothing to really go by, and given that the predictions this time is that it's going to be a close contest, what is it that you're working with, or what's your opinion?
No, I said my opinion. I have a feeling that the Congress, the India bloc, the mahayuti, they will win in both the states. I think the BJP NDA will narrowly lose in both the states. That is my personal feeling. Of course, we have the situation where the BJP often loses an election, but then forms the government because it's able to get defectors. So don't rule out that as an outcome, although that would not be an immediate outcome. That would be an outcome with a lag. I merely say that, while I do think that BJP is at a disadvantage electorally, I wouldn't rule out its managing to come to power with defections.
Right, and Swami, like you said, that it's the grassroots government which should win and would be perhaps in the betterment of the voters. And many believe that if indeed it's a Congress-led party, at least in Maharashtra, that will be more rural focused and would try and sort of kick in the rural upliftment.
It would be Uddhav Thackeray-led. It would not be Congress-led. I think it's worth emphasizing that. The more important person is Uddhav Thackeray. Yes, the Congress will also be an important coalition partner, but I have no doubt that if they come to power, it will be Uddhav Thackeray who will be the chief minister and not any Congress candidate. So it will be Uddhav Thackeray, right? As for the Congress wanting to have various welfare things, Eknath Shinde has also tried to have some women's programs, additional giveaways of various kinds. Everybody is in this particular battle for giveaways. I would not say one party is very far ahead of any other parties. But the Indian system being what it is, it doesn't matter who wins. On economic policy, I expect continuity. There will be a certain amount of populist playing to the gallery. But I think the focus in Maharashtra always has been construction and industry. I think that is where the action will continue.
Okay, Swami, appreciate your time. Thank you as always for giving us your expert take on what you make of the latest when it comes to the elections.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.